Good afternoon, how are you guys doing? Welcome back to another video. It's Stephen here. The day before Manchester City head to London to take on Crystal Palace at Selhurst Park in the Premier League. Hopefully another 3 points as we get back on track to winning ways. I'm still sort of basking in the glory of City's 3-0 victory the other day against Forest. It was very much needed. Of course, we have been hit by some injury woes since then. AKANJI and AKE news isn't too good, unfortunately. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But this is potentially another game that we need right now, another potential 3 points. Palace have sort of turned the form around a little bit recently, but still, this is a very, very good opportunity to hopefully get some points on the board. Of course, if you are watching live, do me a massive favour, please give the video a like. It is appreciated. I can see Mila and Leroy Sani and Ailing some in the chat there. Thank you very much for getting involved, guys. It's massively appreciated. As well, if you're watching the video after, get involved in the chat anyway. Let me know your predicted 11 and all that kind of stuff in the comments below. And what you think this score should be. I'm genuinely curious to find out. So yeah, this game it should be interesting. I'm in a pretty good place with this. You know, I'm reasonably confident. I think City. It depends on the lineup always, you know. I think De Bruyne and Grealish are available in the centre again, and we can control the game. And you know, it depends on the defence too, I guess. But ultimately, I'm in a reasonably good. I'm reasonably confident that their head's in the right place, if that makes sense. And this video is actually sponsored by Proton VPN yet again. I am a big user of VPNs, and I've started working with Proton VPN, and I'm a massive appreciator of the quality of their VPN. For now, you can get an incredible 64% off Proton VPN, which starts from just free $59 a month, which is an incredible deal. You get a 30-day money back guarantee. If you don't know what a VPN, basically it stands for virtual private network, and what that lets you do is right now my IP, which is, you know, my address online, comes from Ramsbottom in Bury, near Manchester, where I'm from. But I can set my location to anywhere in the world using a VPN, which protects your identity online, protects your security. It also enables you to get access to streaming services around the world, which is so useful if you want cracking deals on streaming football anywhere, so you don't miss out. If you wanted to, you could Google cheapest place to watch Premier League football, and then you could use a VPN. You could use Proton VPN, the fastest available on the market, and sign up to get streaming services from a different place, which is incredible and saves you an awful lot of money. 64% off, as you can see there from PC Mag Editor's Choice. Proton VPN is truly a strong overall option. Experienced users will find the features looking for. First timers will find a straightforward experience. As you can see, why choose them there? Well, as you can see, they stand up very well to all these other ones. I've used Nord as well, which is a perfectly good one, but Proton VPN so far, I think it's fantastic. It's open sourced, which is great for the legitimacy of it, so you can understand exactly what they're using. It's got the VPN accelerator, which is 400% faster connection. Yeah, ad blockers, malware blockers. It's a really complete VPN, and it's fantastic stuff. You can protect yourself online, of course, as well. If you're not secure using a private VPN, third parties can easily access your private information. So use it if you ever go to a cafe as well. You're just like sort of browsing on the internet, because open Wi-Fi things are not safe at all. But VPNs protect you. Proton VPN to protect you. Get the deal. It's a really good deal. Head to protonvpn.com/Esteemed Company. The link's in the description below. And get yourself access to streaming Premier League games from all around the world for a lot cheaper, because we all need it right now, don't we? We all absolutely do need it. Dead easy to use as well once you're on it, as you can see on the app there. It's literally just fastest connection or random connection. You can choose the location. You click it, you do it on your phone or on your laptop or your computer or whatever, and you're there. Click the link to get the best available option right now. Fingers crossed when you guys signs up for the deal and does yourself a massive favour. It's a wonderful wonderful VPN, Proton VPN. So let's talk about this game, and let's talk about what Guardiola's been talking afterwards. VPN, someone said, what the hell is a VPN accelerator? Essentially, when VPNs, the way they work is obviously they reroute your internet address around the world. This just makes it all faster, because I've noticed a slight lag before using a VPN. So, anyway, It means it's all faster. It works faster. So Guardiola, early for once for his press conference today, obviously in a good mood. Unfortunately, the breaking news was that Phil Foden is still not ready for Palace versus Man City with no time score in his return. Obviously, he's got bronchitis, very much going around right now, by the way, in the northwest of Manchester. It's going around everywhere. I mean, it could be bronchitis, it could be anything, but viral infections and colds and flus and all that kind of stuff, it's winter. Of course they are. And my whole household is still getting over it. I'm a little bit better today, but even I'm still struggling from it at all. So Phil is not available, unfortunately, which is a shame because obviously, you know, I know his form hasn't been great, but you want Phil Foden in your squad. You want him available because the best Manchester City always includes an informed Phil Foden. That's just a fact. It is. Every time City do really well, Phil Foden's involved. Guardiola said on Jack Grealish, he said he played really good. We're so happy for him. Hopefully he can be fit in the next games. Yeah, I mean, hopefully he can be fit. I mean, it's interesting that Guardiola's first reaction was to talk about, just don't want him to get injured. Yeah, I mean, I thought Grealish was really good. I don't know if Guardiola talks about him later on. Does he talk about him later on? I don't think he does. No, it's just that. But, I mean, we can talk about Grealish a little bit again because, I mean, there was some really important Jack Grealish quotes, by the way. I mean, I think we have to get some really massive Jack Grealish quotes. If you guys see these, and you need to sort of make sure you take a seat here. Huge groundbreaking quotes here from Jack Grealish. I'm surprised the internet hasn't blown up. Big stuff, man. Big breaking news here. There we go. Jack Grealish likes carrots. I like carrots, but not that much to be like, nah, I'd have them on my Sunday dinner, but there we go. Jack Grealish on mashed potato. He said, this one's debatable because some people don't like mash, do they? I love mash, do you know what I mean? I like mash, Jack Grealish. I like mashed potato, I'll be honest with you, mate. Put a lot of gravy on. Absolutely huge. Jack Grealish as well here on Brussels sprouts. It's obviously it's the important topics here. He said, do you know what they say about sprouts? Nah, I actually like sprouts. Yeah, I swear down. So there's Jack Grealish on sprouts. I like sprouts too. I like carrots. I like mash. There we go. So me and Jack, there we go. That's what you needed to know. That's what you needed to know about Jack Grealish there. I'm very happy for Jack Grealish on his Christmas dinner. I guess it's his Christmas dinner preferences. There we go. Lovely stuff there from Jack Grealish. Breaking information. I'm sure that I'm sure that's going to spiral around your head for days and weeks there. I now know what Jack Grealish thinks about carrots, mashed potato, and Brussels sprouts. Wonderful stuff. Anyway, back to the actual quotes. Guardiola talked about Kevin De Bruyne. He says, we don't have many players, but it's important he's back a long time. And every 3 days, we will see how he does, how he reacts with this amount of games. There is a big doubt in my head if he can start this game as well. Maybe he can start, but maybe he'll only do 60 minutes, something like that. Because I do feel so much of our success depends on, by the way, someone just said the key to good sprouts, cooking them in butter. I agree with that. What's nice, and I understand some of you don't eat meat or whatever, but if you do, sort of chop up little bits of bacon, cook it with it in the pan. Oh, tiny bits of bacon around the pan with the sprouts. Delicious, man. Bacon infused sprouts with a little bit of butter on. Phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. Yeah, I love it. I really love Christmas dinner, by the way. Anyway, back to De Bruyne. Yeah, I mean, I do wonder if he can play every single game right now because I'm wary of City pushing him. I hope, and I actually think he will start. I think he will start because he didn't seem to exert himself too much. He came off early enough, and I reckon it's very much a case of just rest and chill up now. But you never know. It could be that he can't go again. It might be a little bit of pain after that, after 70 minutes. It's going to be... Johnny Wright. God, I think I remember that name, mate. Someone said, long time no speak, Steve. You went to my... Jonathan Wright. Yeah, I do remember that name, mate. I can't remember your face, though, pal. I'm so sorry. Because... Were you in my year, mate? Sorry. I know the name, though, but I mean this with the greatest respect as well, mate. You've got the most generic name. Like as in Jonathan Wright is such a... You don't mean by that. I don't mean that as a disrespectful thing. But, I'm so bad at remembering people from school. Year below. Now, that's probably why, mate. I think it was year below. Because I was like, you definitely weren't in my class. Were you in my brother's year? My brother, Andy. You probably were. 745, yeah. Oh, there we go, mate. My brother didn't go to secondary school either. He went to primary school with us, though. I think so. Everyone, yeah, I knew your name straight away. I was recognised. I was like, yeah, Johnny. Right. But obviously, that was a long time ago, mate. Did you go to Ambrose with me? God, mate, that's a lot, like 30 years ago, pal. I can't remember that. Either way, hi, pal. But anyway, I got sidetracked there by someone who remembers me from school. I went to Ambrose in Hale. I didn't really like it. I don't know if you liked it, mate. I hated it. I wasn't really a school guy. I was an after school guy. I just liked the real world, not school. Never enjoyed school. Anyway, hi, mate. I got derailed there. But back to De Bruyne. I do hope you play. I do wonder if you hated it too. I hated Ambrose. Ambrose was crap. Did anyone else go to St Ambrose if you're watching this? St Ambrose in Hale Barnes? I hated it. I thought it was shit. Some nice people there, but largely I thought it was crap. Didn't play football. They played rugby. What was I doing? Got into that school with an entrance exam. Hated it. Thought it was a terrible school. It wasn't a terrible school. Well, technically it was. Anyway, I'm digressing. That's one for the people from South Manchester. And I went to Esteemed for college as well, mate. So you would have been there. So... I went to Esteemed for college, much better. You did the same thing as me, mate. Esteemed was way better for college. I agree. Anyway, back to this game. I'm sorry, I'm very distracted today by Jack Grealish's Sprouts preferences and reminiscing about school. It's been a long, long time since I thought about primary school or Esteemed or Ambrose. Guardiola says we don't have many players, so I do wonder if you'll start. I think you will do, but we'll see. The bad news is that AKE, unfortunately, is ruled out of the Palace game. I think AKE might be out for like a while. I get the impression from the way Guardiola talks is we're looking at... This is just a random guess, by the way, so do not take anything from this. But I'd be surprised if it's less than a month for the way that Guardiola talks. He doesn't look like it... It didn't sound like it'd be like, oh, a couple of weeks. It sounds like it's got a reasonably serious one. One of those where it keeps you out for 4, 5, 6 weeks, you know. Which is such a massive blow, because to me, AKE is our best defender right now. He's such a gifted, such a reliable and versatile centre-back, stroke left-back. I love Nathan Ake. I think he offers so much experience and so much reliability, and I think our defence is just better with him, isn't it? Like, I think he helps everyone on the pitch. I really love Nathan Ake. I think he's a natural-born warrior. He's just a bit of a leader as well with his commitment. I think he's just really good, really reliable, and I'm gutted he's not on the pitch. AKANJI will be assessed ahead of the game. AKANJI's struggling right now. I feel like in a normal year without all these injuries, you could tell AKANJI to have 3 weeks off and he'd be absolutely fine and he'd get over his injuries. But right now AKANJI's playing through the pain, isn't he? It really is, and it's catching up to him constantly. John Stones and Kovacic remain out as well, confirmed Guardiola. Guardiola had this to say about Palace, said they're playing really good. The results sometimes happen, but it's not because I'm playing against them. They make a step forward and they finished unbelievable last season. The last 10 games are one of the best teams. Physicality at Selhurst Park, the patterns are so aggressive, so difficult to make build up, and the quality is there. Look, I'm one of those firm believers, and I keep saying this, that pretty much every single team in the Premier League would probably reasonably hold their own with the Champions League. I know that sounds crazy, but they would get points on the board. They would do, and I think the level is so high these days. Like, I look at Palace's side. I mean, I'll try and find Palace's side from the last game for you. 1 second. There we go. Predicted lineups there. Look, you got some players there like Eze and Mateta and stuff like that, and Mark Gay and Tariq Mitchell and Henderson and Chalaboa and then they haven't got. There's a few people missing as well. Yeah, Mateus Franca, Adam Wharton, Chardy Riyad as well. They've got so many good players. Like, it's just an era now where even the teams in 17th have got players where you go, I'd take him, and you're Manchester City Football Club. It's crazy the level these days. So I honestly do subscribe to the theory that the lower clubs have got better. I really hand on heart believe that. Two things can be true at the same time. Maybe City standards have dipped a little bit. I think that's probably true, but I do think the likes of Crystal Palace and Bournemouth and everyone, they're just better. They're better than they used to be. They're really good sides, really organised with quality players. The Premier League is full of qualities. I think Guardiola is absolutely right to talk about them being really good. Guardiola's asked about De Bruyne and his future again. He said, look, I don't know. I'm not involved in that. I'd love to have him at 23 years old and sign a contract for 10 more years, but this is what I would like, but we will see. I mean, I don't know. Hopefully he stays. We'll see. I want him to stay always. He's Kevin De Bruyne. But that's a conversation for 6 months from now. I'm not going to stress over it, you know? Guardiola said the players who impact, there are players whose impact and legacy at City will be eternal, will be forever. It's not easy, but we have as a club, we have to find the moment that's going to happen. We have to find the best way. So that's the end of the press conference. Look, is it current? Yeah, is the current chat going on about Ortega or Edison? I think Ortega will start because he's nothing wrong as such. Look, I'll go to the lineup once again against Forest, and you'll see how we played there, which we were really good. As you can see, with the better side throughout that. There's the stats from that game: 67% possession. Of course, they could have scored a goal. They had a big chance with Chris Wood in particular, but largely City were good value for the win. 3-1 might have been fair, but I think it was a comfortable one in the end. Someone said to me online, it wasn't comfortable. Chris Wood could have scored and they had another good chance. But yeah, I mean, the Forest, man, they're a good side. They're going to have a chance. The thing is, City had loads more chances than them and played better football. So that's all that matters to me. Cut out some of the mistakes, absolutely. But, you know, largely we deserve the win. This is how we lined up. Two of those players are almost certainly not going to be involved, in my opinion, AKANJI and AKE. I would be surprised if there's many changes in this. I really would. I mean, you look at the bench the other day. Those 5 guys came on. Edison, Carson, Wright, O'Reilly. I don't think anyone else is back. We've got a couple more people out. I think the team will be something like this. I think Ortega will play. He'll be here in goal. Ortega. I think Vardio will start again. Diaz. I think Simpson Pusey will get a start, but I think alongside Diaz, it's going to really help him. Like, I think he's played, you know, yeah, I don't think he's played alongside Diaz yet, has he? I think Diaz is, you know, he's a much more of a motivator, an organiser, and it's going to be a massive ask for the young lad. But I do think alongside Diaz will massively help him, you know. I think Kyle Walker will start. I mean, I know we're not a fan of Kyle Walker right now. His form is poor and he's dropped off the cliff and all that. But he's going to start. He got a bit of a rest the other day. He almost certainly will do. Yeah, Pusey's played 2 games with AKANJI. He has, yeah. AKANJI might be available, but I don't think he will be. I think he'll be on the bench. I think Diaz will really help Simpson Pusey. I think he absolutely will do. I think they'll be a lot better. It's gonna be hard, but I think he will do. I don't think we'll see a change for what it's worth. I think it's going to be the same. I think it'll be Doku. I think it'll be Doku, Grealish, Gundogan, KDB, Haaland, and Bernardo Silva. I think it'll be that again. Doku 1. Who's Doku 1? I'll edit that out. I don't think he'll do any changes if possible. I think he'll go for that. Grealish, Q. What's going on with typing here? It was sort of like that the other day, by the way. Grealish was sort of like a bit deeper than we realised. I think it'll be that, basically. Yeah. He'll start walking if it's Simpson Pusey, just because of experience. I mean, I don't think he's going to play Simpson Pusey and Rico Lewis alongside each other. I don't see that personally. And I think Simpson Pusey will play on the right-hand side of the defence because he's more comfortable there by the looks of it. So I think it'll be that. Look, it's weaker than the other day, but you know the injuries have unfortunately have stymied us a little bit. That being said, I'm still reasonably confident that City can get for something from this game. You could. The defence is weak, mate. I mean, there's not too much about what you can do about that. Unfortunately, there's no one available. You know, I mean, who else could you bring in on the defence? This is what happens when Kyle Walker's form dips, Rico Lewis form dips. And then you've got AKANJI and AKE out. There's just too many players out. We need a defender right now, I would say. Savinho could come in. I agree. Yeah, I mean, Fenway's got a point in the chat there. Savinho could come in over for Bernardo, so Bernardo could come in for KDB to save some minutes. He could do. I don't think he'll do it, man. I don't think he'll do it. I still think it'll be Bernardo Silva. Because Bernardo, yeah, I think Bernardo and Gundogan, they looked happy the other day, and I think that'll make a difference. I think we're going to win this, man. I think we're going to win this. I think it'll be 3-1. I can see them scoring, but I can see City also. Yeah, I can see Haaland getting a couple. And I'm going to go wild. Here's a wild shout for you. I know you're going to think I'm crazy. I'll get close to the camera just so you can actually see this. Jack Grealish is going to score a goal. There, I said it. Mic drop. I won't actually drop my mic. I can't afford to replace it. I'm skinned. But yeah, I'm going to say that. I'm going to say City win 3-1. And I'm pretty confident. I'm looking forward to it. We'll see. There will be a watch along tomorrow. Fingers crossed. Well, as long as I'm well enough, because I'm constantly batting illness right now. But if as long as I'm well enough, it should be. Once again, feel free to check out Proton VPN. A 64% off Proton VPN limited time offer. ProtonVPN.com/esteemed company. Check the link in the description right now. A cracking VPN so you can get access to streaming services around the world to watch Premier League football for dirt cheap and actually be able to watch it at 3 p.m. It's a 3 p.m. kickoff tomorrow, so you won't find it on TV anywhere in the UK. It's a perfect time to sign up to a VPN and sign up to a streaming service around the world. Guys, thanks for watching. In a bit, love you all loads. Bye-bye.